Legend of Total War here with part 17 of my Crusader Kings 2 Let's Play campaign as the Karling Dynasty Empire of Francia. Now, I don't know what I did, but everything looks a lot smaller. I may have changed the resolution setting on my monitor. I'm not sure if this is going to translate well onto the video, because everything's going to look pretty fucking small. Like, I've got a big monitor, and I can barely see these numbers. So, I don't know, hopefully it doesn't affect it too much. Because it looks good. It's just very small. Anyway, let's just get in with the game. Alright, so previously, let's see. Well, you know, we're just doing our conquest. One of the main issues here within our empire, hold on, is the fact that England and Africa are fragmented kingdoms. Well, specifically England. England's supposed to own a lot more than this, and Africa is, you know, currently holding on to it. Because at one point Africa was in possession of the Kingdom of England, and you know, that's fucked everything up. So now I'm going to spend the next few years prying territory away from Africa. We've also got a defensive situation going on over here, but it's nothing major. Let's see, the Abbasids have nearly been wiped out. They're fucking gone. So I've got, you know, the Kingdom of Syria here. Is he blind? Yep. Don't know what happened to him. King Jacques of the Third of Italy, or King Charles the Wise, can be imprisoned. Truth be told, though, with this is resolution scale. This is good because I can fit more of the menus on the screen, because I'm always going through like multiple menus and there's not enough room. So I don't think Italy holds onto any territory it's not supposed to. Let me just check. Yeah, no, Italy's been good. Doesn't need to worry about anything. They've got a minor revolt. They should be able to handle it. Bavaria, I think, is also good. Yes, seems fine to me. Not leader of the siege though. So how old's my king? He is 39 years old. Well, my emperor, I mean. He's a lunatic, though, probably because he had to go into hiding for a little while. I think Aquitaine has been behaving itself. Let me just see. Well, it owns this, but that's okay. I can forgive it for that. It's basically just Africa that needs to be... What are you in jail? By who? Why have I got you... Oh, that's because you're a rival of mine, I remember. Best we keep him in jail. You can't do anything to me while he's in jail. So this guy here is in a thing against me. Let's have a look. So yeah, I retracted his vassals because I had to. Ruler unmarried. That's because we need an old wife. I've already got a son now, so best place to get that from would probably be the Byzantine Empire. Although I wouldn't mind taking them down a peg. So she's not too bad. But like I said, I want to... If I get married with the Byzantines, I'm going to have to have a non-aggression pact with them. And I don't want that. Because I think that they'll who I'll attack next. So what I want to do firstly is just smash up the Avars because I don't want to call a peace treaty on this. So we'll just smash them up for a little bit. Still no sign of any crusade either. So yeah, smash them up for a little bit and then we'll go and declare war on the Byzantines. Should be fine to do that. Got the support of most of my nobles, everyone except for Africa, but Africa's been a naughty boy, so don't expect anything from them right now. Hang on. Duchy of the Isles, right? Duchy of Munster's up here. Duchy of the Isles. I can claim these and hand them over to England. He's only supposed to hold territory. There. Okay, so let's claim this, so that we can revoke it and hand it over to England. Of course, the Pope always hates me, but the Pope has very little power. Alright, and then his other one over here. Claim this. And then revoke this. He already hates me, so it doesn't make any difference. At least the other nobles aren't going to get pissed at me for this. That's the main thing. So Bavaria is going and taking him on. Not 100% convinced on this resolution scale. I may have to revert back to the way it was. But I didn't even know I had done this. Oh, yeah, whatever. How much money do I make? Yeah, 2.5 months worth of income gone. Actually, come back over here, that's enough now. Their army has been beaten, and Bavaria's recapturing that, so that's fine. Right, so I have got a title for you. I really need to be careful not to give up any more kingdoms. I've already done it like a few times in this campaign. Just need to be a bit more careful. So yeah, you can have that. And good, that worked. That was handed over to England. Good. And then we revoke his other duchy. I'm worried that people aren't going to be able to read that. So I'm going to have to like read everything out myself. Because obviously if I can't read it very well, because it's so small, on downgraded resolution scale, because you know, I've got a 1440p monitor, but I don't record 1440p. Good. More territory for where it's rightfully belonging. Hey. You fuck off. So this is a real indication that we need to get rid of the Scandinavians. Denmark. Waiting for a crusade to take on Sweden, but we haven't got that Crusader king notice yet. So anyway, this defensive war with them suits me for the time being. They're never going to be able to get enough war score. It's going to take them forever to retake these settlements. Okay, so now that I've disbanded all my troops, let's see about declaring war on the Byzantines. Because there's territories we need to claim. Now, let's see. I need to claim certain areas, I think, for Italy. If we can manage to get one more from Italy, we'll be able to create the Kingdom of Sicily, which will give us casus belli over the rest of Sicilian territory. However, I'm going to go for this here, because that'll be pretty easy to take. So looks like there's 4 regions for us to take here. That means 4 wars. So yeah, let's declare war. So, still can't really get a whole lot of troops from Bavaria. How come I didn't get many troops from you? Maybe that was part of the army that was already over here. It doesn't matter. Aquitaine, sure I can get loads from you. There we go. That'll provide the bulk of our reinforcements. Italy, I need your troops. Not a lot, but that'll be okay. I don't expect to get a lot from Africa, but actually that's not too bad considering he hates my fucking guts. That is not bad at all. And Egypt, you also hate my guts, but you can't do anything about it. I'll also... You know, when you're at minus 100, you might as well levy their troops. And Syria, I don't think I can get that many votes from them, though. No. So we'll just send half their... Actually, what am I doing? We can come up this way here. Border them over here. Okay, so Armenia, what have we got from you? 2,000, and Persia is over here. 6,000. This is not going to be a difficult war. Okay, you guys meet up there. Alright, let's do this. That should be more than enough to deal with the Byzantines. I mean, they've probably got like 15,000 soldiers, 22,000 soldiers tops. There we go. Very doable. For some reason, we already started off with 5% war score against them. Why is that? Have we got one of their people captured? Why is holding the King of Egypt prisoner plus 5%? Well, okay. Shit, I'll take it. I don't know why, but that's fine. Better start attacking over here because they're taking attrition. The annoying thing about the Byzantines is, of course, we only ever get one region at a time, just because can't lay claim to any duchies, and they're Orthodox Christian. Can't holy war for them. If they converted to Islam, that would be the best thing for me. Okay, stop that. You got a heap load of troops coming in over here. Pulls it. I've got to make sure I've got... let's have a look. Okay, have we got auto-assigned? Yeah, we do. Make sure they've got things. I don't want to put kings in there, especially ones that are my supporters. Mayors are the best for or barons are the best for commanders, because who cares if they get killed? They're not that important. They're not of my dynasty. Nor do I don't need them to be either. Okay, once this army arrives there, they'll be fine. Yeah, we've got this. Oh, it's gonna be close, but it looks like we got it. Shit, we need those reinforcements like right now. There we go. Good. Wouldn't be surprised if... Okay, no, we didn't lose as much as them. And now their army has been crushed. We gotta press our advantage here and capture as many settlements as we can. So these settlements here will be handed over to Bavaria. So if we have a look at Bavaria, do they like us? Reasonably. He's going to like us soon. As I give him the rest of Croatia. Except for the kingdom title, of course. I'll hold on to that. They'll probably surrender soon. I can force it. Because we won a major battle against them, I can force it. Good. Okay, so there we go. Oh, that's right, because I don't have claim on it. This guy here is, he's actually Catholic. If they're Catholic, I can claim it. But the Emperor... Well, we'll just claim it now. This one here. The reason for it is because we don't want a Serb in charge here. We want French. I'm going to try as much as possible to get rid of all other cultures. Okay, disband the armies. Okay, so we've got a new region over here. And we hand it over to you. And since he's French, he'll make sure that either he'll hold on to it or it'll be handed over to someone French. There's war camp in Oldenburg. Alright, we need to get rid of this. They're annoying me now. Alright, fine. Losing the war camp doesn't really matter. The only thing we're waiting for here is for this to be turned Catholic. We've been holding on to this fucking region for bloody ages, and they just will not convert. I think it's the only region in the area that just will not convert. Maybe if I build a temple, it might speed things up. This guy here is Zunist Pagan. Okay, hold on. Because I need some more piety if I want to keep claiming Byzantine. Well, you know, taking the Byzantine stuff I can do, but then I need to claim the titles. So, let me just see here. This guy here. Let's see, if I was to... Why can't I declare war on him? Because I've raised levies. Oh, that's right, I haven't disbanded these yet. What's this? I can usurp 4 titles. The Emirate of Armenia. Don't care about that. Theme of Croatia. Not really that important. No, it doesn't need that. Okay, so if I was to declare war on you for I could get all of this. How good's the territory? It's not too bad. I'd have to march a fair distance, but they're a small country. And this could help strengthen Persia. So looking at this, Persia's not supposed to hold on to that. So Persia's been conquering territory he's not supposed to. So it looks like all of Baluchistan, Baluchistan is in control of Persia. Have I created the kingdom of Baluchistan? Yes, I've got it. We just need to make sure he doesn't create it. Then we need to get the, I guess, Afghanistan. I don't know, should we get Kiva as well? Wouldn't hurt. Alright, so... yeah, let's do this. Let's declare war for Zambulistan. Now, how many troops can we get out of here? 6,000. Okay, it doesn't look like... oh wait, no, these guys have gone up against us as well. But we need to get our reinforcements over there very quickly. So Syria's forces aren't too strong. Let me just try offering him a gift or something. Just so we can get a few more troops out of him. Just award him a worthless honorary title. And he's pretty old, so if he dies, who cares? That should get him to 100. Good. Can that give me more troops? That's a lot of extra troops. And you get a few. And we can raise our levies from here. I don't see the need to bring in any more troops than that. It should be enough. Also, it's certainly on the table to break a peace treaty with truce act with the Byzantine to take more of this. Just need to wait for those troops to get there. Alright, so while that's going on, let's continue to smash up the Avars. For some reason I can't call upon his troops. Okay, let's move you in there. Now that you got full morale, should be fine. Holy crap, you are in a lot of wars. I guess people want to take him out. Now that the Abbasids are weak. That's a good opportunity to conquer them, but I'd have to disband all my troops. Well, let's just try and win this one quickly, and then we'll try to take that if we can. Good. Okay, well I've got loads of money, let's continue to invest. In these regions. What does it need? Training grounds? Sure. Jousting lists are pretty expensive, but they give you heavy cavalry, which are arguably the best units in the game, but you don't really need the best units in the game all the time. Really just cheap shit will do. Numbers can overwhelm them. Set upgrade me these castle towns. Loads of money can come in from it. Someone's trying to assassinate me, but I think the chances of their success are pretty low. And we do have an heir now, so we're okay. How are we taking attrition here on such few new units? smallpox in the area. Great. Well, that doesn't help us out. We're just going to have to cut through here quickly. Because, yeah, attrition's going to be pretty damn bad. Alright. Yeah, 20% attrition, we can't have that. Let's hurry up and capture all this. At least we've got plenty of reinforcements coming in. Yeah, it doesn't matter how much war score is lost. Marshal, you should be the Marshal. Because once we've captured both of these regions, it's an instant 100%. Okay, looks like smallpox here went away, so that's good. Still, we lost a lot of men because of smallpox. Ignore. Don't give them what they want, they're our enemies. I wonder if we should set up another situation over here. Hang on. That's going to, you know, we hand over a bunch of regions to different countries, our strongest ones, so that we can raise their levies to essentially conquer all of India. Because, you know, the most difficult thing is actually getting these motherfuckers here in the first place. You need to prevent them from taking that. Why is there attrition here again? It's just a desert. Oh well. It's okay, it doesn't really matter how many men we lose, as long as we capture it. We're gonna win this war. I'm gonna hurry up and take this before they capture this. Before they take Farah. Just a few more regions. There we go, 100%. That's all we needed. Thank you for the extra piety. And we get a little bit more from establishing temple vassals out here. But of course, the 3 regions need to be handed over to Persia. Good. Making our vassal a bit stronger. Okay, now we gotta deal with this. This should be pretty easy. I mean, they've only got the 1 region. What's going on? Oh, I've raised levies. Alright, just quickly make these attacks here. Just wear them out. We're at our troops. It doesn't really matter. Just capture the region. Just maybe only get half of them back. Just yeah, it's fine. We should research military tech in the capital. I thought I disbanded my levies. Oh, I must have levies over here, right? So this should be easy, no defensive pact, it's just one region. And now this region belongs to Persia. Okay. It borders 3 of my kingdoms. So Syria looks like they could use a bit of a rest for a while. Their troops are quite badly diminished. You know, after we've taken this. Or maybe we should focus on attacking someone out here. There's still Venice, I haven't done that yet. But to declare war on Venice, we have to get to claim it. I need to fabricate a claim on it. I think. Because it's a city, it's not a castle, I can't request the Pope for a claim. Alright, what else to do? What else can I take away from you? The Duchy of Man. Okay, we'll just need to wait till 5 years has passed and we can retract that vassal. Just need to check with the other vassals to see if they're okay with me doing this. Should be okay. Alright, so retract the Duchy of Man. Doesn't belong to you. Now, I don't think I'll be able to transfer this duchy straight over to them. I just need to see exactly what kind of territory he gets. Alright, so I'm going to have to claim that, because... de jure, where is it supposed to own? Yeah, you need the Kingdom of Scotland, I think, in order to take this. Yeah. So it's not de jure yours. So I'll need to claim it, which is no big deal, we've got piety. We're slowly returning England to the glory that we wanted to in the first place. And then we just need to transfer this vassal in. So who owns this? Duchy of Alger. Yeah, see, retracting that vassal is a little bit on the iffy side. Because that's its de jure vassal. Right, let's make the attacks here now. Good, 100%. Let's do this. And it was an easy war. Okay, I think I own something else somewhere. Alright, so this has been Bill's. So I don't know if it does help, but hopefully that can help convert it to Catholicism, especially now that we have a French Catholic person in there. Because like, we've held on to that for years. I just want to convert and hand it over to Middle Francia. It's just not happening. Now, who are we next going to beat up on? Because we've got to be constantly expanding. I mean, why not? There's a Varian Revolt. Don't have valid castle spell. They have, because they're Catholic now. Let's see. I mean, we could still keep smashing up on the Byzantines. It's low reward. It's a lot of effort. It's low reward. I just would prefer to be able to take the whole duchy off them straight off the bat. It just doesn't work that way. Of course, everything that I can do to weaken the Byzantines is a good thing, because if I weaken them, they might get overrun by Muslims from up here. Because if you ever look at them, so they're on the attack. Byzantine Holy War for Kartli. So that's not good for us. We want them to lose. You don't have a husband. If only I didn't have a son, I'd marry her, because then my son could have a claim on the Byzantine Empire. Right, but unfortunately we do already have a son, and we're just not in a position to have a second one. So we'll just attack her. I don't care about Truce Breaker. Let's see here. What about Italy? No, let's finish this off here. Let's go for that one. Doesn't matter about prestige. Why is this stuff fragmented? Are you fighting the Duchy of Tyrol? Where do I get the troops from? Okay, whatever. I never really relied too much on Bavaria anyway. So this here that's 9,000 men. That's obviously not enough. That should be sufficient for the time being. So there's a new king here in Egypt. I guess the previous one died. Died in the dungeons. Good, because that's what we were looking for. And this one here is someone we can support. Out of patience. Well, that's fine. So, are you fighting the Duchy of Silesia? What's going on here? How is this? Oh, that's right. I established this. I was going to establish Poland, but we haven't got access to it just yet. Because, yeah, the borders of Austrasia supposed to be roughly that. Which right at the moment, the only thing they're holding not supposed to is this one, and I think there's a region over here they're not supposed to hold, but that's okay. So yeah, I don't want to raise my levies over here, they need to have a time to rest. So it looks like the Kingdom of Burgundy in 1 year can actually be destroyed. The Kingdom of Brittany is gone, that's excellent. Frisia will be gone in many years. It's good to see we're finally getting things transferred. What's going on here? Why isn't that transferring into Andalusia? Oh, because he holds the Kingdom of Navarra. Wait, I thought I took it off him. I did. So why isn't this being transferred? Well, I don't fucking know. Alright, well we got plenty of troops here now, let's get to conquering. Hang on, you should not get in with them, there's too many troops there, they'll take attrition. And if we're not hiring any more troops, let's actually be smart about this. Can't send more troops up here because they're taking attrition. We're losing a lot of troops on that though. That's okay, the castle is always the hardest one to take, the rest of them are pretty easy. Okay, they can probably meet up at Zeta. We're already at 60%, so that's good. And if we need to, we can send more reinforcements, it's not like we can't. Come on, help me get over there, so we... What's the supply limit here? Yeah, it should be alright. Might be a little bit over the limit. Maybe getting to 1% or 3% attrition. Well, as long as we take this quickly, that should reduce it. Good, we're at 70%. If we just hurry up... Oh, fuck. If they take that, that's going to be worth a lot of war score to them. But I don't think they're going to fight for it, so we just need to move quickly. And by fight for it, I mean, like, actually assault it. They're going to try and starve it out. Oh shit, loads of attrition here. Why has everyone always got diseases everywhere? Fucking Middle Ages is what it is. Okay, Burgundy is gone. Okay, we're at 94%. We're just waiting for their surrender. Shouldn't take long. Still just diseases everywhere. I've lost like... There it is. Okay, good. I'll accept that. They're going to lose heaps of men just trying to get back, so just disband them now. Half of them go, but they'll recover fairly quickly. Okay, good. I was able to actually get it in my own hands here. That's good to see. So pretty costly just for one region, but you know, we've weakened the Byzantines just that little extra. Just thinking, where else should we attack? So they're getting torn apart by rebels. They were attacking the Azd Umanids a little while ago, but then I don't know why, but they failed. He should have easily been able to beat them. So Armenia. Why don't we hit these motherfuckers here? There's 4 regions in this. What's this? Well, whatever. This should be pretty easy. Alright, let's do it. Gonna need reinforcements though. Now, I think it'd be quickest if we send these guys by ship. So you just head off now. Get there. Also, by giving them, the Armenians, this coast here, they don't have access to a lot of ships, so that's fine. So you know what? Let's take Cyprus first. Okay, we should have enough boats to take them to Cyprus. And then, of course, Cyprus is only going to be a short assault. And then we get over to Cilicia over here. I think assaulting with 11,000 men is insufficient, so just keep the siege going. I think it's important that we attack these guys before the Byzantines decide to bloody holy war for them. Because they'll capture it and then it'll be hard for me to pry it out from underneath them. Alright, back on the boats. We send them over here, then we'll have about 26,000 men with which to try and get the rest of this victory. I could send some troops over from Persia as well. 10,000 troops coming in, that's not too bad at all. So Persia's starting to get strong. What I'd really like to see is Armenia take on the Byzantine Empire without me having to do anything. I want to see Italy try and take these territories. But Italy doesn't hold the Kingdom of Sicily, I mean neither do I. So they don't really have a casus belli in most cases. I can't get the ships anymore. They could quite possibly surrender soon. Hey. Naughty Byzantines. Oh, they're gonna surrender? Okay, I accept. Good. And make sure we disband all the troops. So these regions here were Orthodox. Some of it was. But the ruler was Muslim. Alright, this is to be handed over to you. Good. Alright, let's keep moving. So we've got 1,000 piety here. What are we going to do with it? I think we should retract this vassal next. The Duchy of Dihubith, or whatever it's called. It'll stack with our other penalty, but that's okay. So retract Duchy of this, because that's quite a lot of territory that it holds. Well, you motherfuckers go away. Alright, so this here is part of Wales, so I need to claim and revoke it. Because I can't hand it over to him. So the Avars have managed to recapture all the settlements that I took from them. But you know, they have to deal with the revolt, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Alright. So, grant landed title. There you go. Get this back. And then transfer all those counts over. Who the fuck is this? Oh, that actually belongs to you. Alright, good. So that's tidied that up a lot more. But there's still a bit of stuff here we need to do. So at least we've got some of these things transferring into England now. Just thinking where next to attack. Sure, if he just wants to marry a courtyard, that's fine with me. Wonder how we're going to carve up India. Because it's a bloody mess right now. And most of it's really good territory, I think. And we can holy war for the whole fucking thing. But what we absolutely have to do is, of course, do this situation over here, because that worked out very nicely. Alright, so this guy here is a direct vassal to Aquitaine. He'll need to be revoked at some point. Alright. Let's start thinking about what we're going to do here. This guy here will need to be retracted. And I might claim that region as well. So, Bakar has 5 regions in it. So we'll holy war for that. Actually, it looks like there's 6 regions in it. Yeah, there's 6. Alright, so obviously we can levy troops straight from Persia here. We don't need to give them one of these. So Aquitaine, Italy, Andalusia, Syria. Syria is one of my strongest. Egypt. And we would be able to roll the fuck over Italy so easily. Over Italy. India. The only difficult thing will be the first war, as we'll need to capture 5 regions. We're probably dealing with the entirety of India. So these people here are actually Muslim. I think what we should do is, if we're going to do this, let's wait until we're at full strength. Because that's not going to be easy. But yeah, once that's done, we'll be able to conquer at least all the way to here without any issues. And then we'll probably need to set up another forward base for operations. Whichever duchy has like a lot of territories in it. How about let's retract this vassal now. So this count here, Count of Sibi, let's retract him. Retract vassal. Him. Don't you dare revolt against me, though. Hang on, if I just press a claim on this first, he might accept it. I don't want it to be a maybe, I want it to be a yes from him. It's not like I haven't already done a lot for him already. I brought him into power. Alright. I want to retract that vassal from you because I have claim over it. Still a maybe. It should be okay, but I'm not certain. Because I'm going to give that to Aquitaine. Okay, good. And then I'm going to revoke this. By giving this to Aquitaine, that's my next most powerful lord. We can get troops, get probably 25,000 troops here straight away. Alright, now let's just see, what can we levy? We can get 10,000 troops from you, and 17,000 troops for you. I think we're, with 27,000 troops, we should be able to handle this. Why are we taking attrition even in our own lands? Alright, can we increase the organization? Not even close. Alright, Syria needs to get over there. Another powerful lord. we've already recruited Aquitaine's forces. And let's get Egypt. So they've got to travel quite a long distance to get here, but it should be okay. It's funny, they've actually got a they'll have less attrition in this region than they will in our own. Maybe that was a bad one to give them. Actually, what I should do is if I build another holding here, it will increase the amount of supply that can be sustained. So just let them starve them out for the time being, while the reinforcements make their way over here. I don't want to split them up any further, just because if an army of friggin' 50,000 Indians get over here, well, I suppose even if they combine, they're not going to be able to beat that. But 50,000 Indians, I don't think we're going to be dealing with that. I really captured the castle. Good job. Alright, well, we can take the other things easily enough. This is just a city. Cities and temples, no problem. And that castle has very few garrisons, so attack it. Keep our guys relatively close together. So we've already got 37%, so that's a good start. Motherfuckers are going to cost me money. And I need that money because I'm saving up to build these regions up, and once they're maxed out, I'll be able to raise a retinue army, and those are really friggin' expensive. So just keep building all the stuff over here. I shouldn't have to worry too much about what's going on in the east. I think it'll be alright. That gives me a lot more power once those are built. Okay, they're starting to get some troops over here that want to recapture it. That's okay. Tell them to get fucked. Okay, we don't actually need to fight their army. I just need them to not capture this. Doesn't matter that they capture this, because all we need to do is capture these other 3 regions and then it's done. And reinforcements are on the way. Of course, if these guys here don't win this, then we're going to be in serious trouble. Okay, both of you, just get rid of them, they're annoying us. With an additional 9,000 troops, surely we can beat them. Oh, we didn't have any generals in them. That might cost us. Looks like it's evenly matched at this point, but I'm really not certain. I'm not that confident. See, they've just about wrecked our flank here. Withdraw, withdraw. I shouldn't have attacked that with our generals. Yeah, we've got more men coming in here. I don't think the casualties were that bad. Hurry up and get over here. And I need to put those generals in there. It makes a huge difference. Where the fuck are the rest of my generals? I don't want... Let's have a look. King of Armenia. I don't want any of these guys commanding. Alright, don't worry about it right now. See, this is what I'm worried about. There's a lot of Indians coming up through here. Okay, good. Oh, they were just all in different armies. That's what. Oh wait, no, that's Richard there. So a lot of attrition here. We shouldn't take as much here. Just try to avoid them. All we have to do is capture these regions. We've still got like 10,000 troops on their way. We outnumber them. Problem is we're fighting in their territory, and my troops might not be as good as theirs. Like I said, all I need to do is capture this. And that. And once that's done, we'll never have to worry about it anymore. Because our reinforcements will come in here so quickly. You just stay there. Hold them back. If you can keep them distracted, then that works out well for us. We're going to just be attacking now. We've got 24,000 men. Let's do this. There we go. We lost every battle, but we won the war. Okay. Now then. All of this stuff needs to be handed over to a different lord. Different king. Okay, so Aquitaine's got that one, although I probably should have given him that one, but we needed him for this. So, let's give... What happened here? So, Egypt's in the middle of a revolt. Alright, definitely need to give something over to you, because you're a powerful vassal of mine. Yep, that should be fine. And to Syria, another powerful vassal. Can't rely on them getting even from that distance. It's too far. They have to cross all the way through Persia to get there. And they didn't even show up for that war. Egypt is another powerful lord. We're not that powerful right now. Andalusia. Italy's not really that powerful. So it's not a priority. And then I think the final one, we'll give that to England. Let me just see, who's got more troops? England's got 6,500, how much has Africa got? 4,000. And that's with territory that will soon be deprived of them, so... grant this final one to England. So that means we've got 6 different holdings here from different countries. And a 7th from Persia. Now, what we'll also have is an 8th from the kingdom that we'll establish over here, which I guess if we can take the rest of Sindhi here, I guess he'll be that'll be where he'll be the king of. So there's another 5 regions and that should be a very easy war, but we shouldn't do this right now because our forces are a little bit diminished. So just let them recover for like a week. Okay, what else should we do in the meantime? Don't think there is much to do. Alright, 77,000. That's heaps. I mean, we won't be able to get all of it, but these wars will be very quick. Just go in there, stomp them, and get out. So these people here are Jains. Let's go kill them then, shall we? So, 8,000 men from Persia, and all the rest of this stuff. We just throw them in there. 150 men, fuck off. Yeah, we definitely did not fully recover from all that. From the wars. Because otherwise I would have had 16,000 men. So after a few wars here, it's going to get easier and easier because there's going to be less resistance. And we'll have more troops. So let the conquest of India wholesale begin. Which will also give us a heap load of piety, which we can use to revoke a bunch of shit later on. Or maybe we'll put claim on the entirety of Avaria. That might actually be a good idea. Fuck Avaria. So yeah, don't worry about the attrition. Just get down there and conquer as quickly as you can. Capture all this shit. They'll surrender, or we'll just get all of it. And then the war will be over. So all of this needs to be handed over to a Karling Dynasty person who has nothing to inherit. And we should be able to create the Kingdom of Sindhi. And they're already surrendering, so this is going to be pretty easy doing it this way. Good. So we went down from 77,000 to 72,000, so it's cost us about 5,000 men. Now, like I said, we now have to... The hard part now is actually trying to find someone to give all this to. This is not too bad territory. Okay, that's all done. So, can we create this title firstly? Let's have a look. So it needs to be usurped. We can't usurp it because he's at war. But that's okay, we can still just maybe... What about duchy? I can create that. We'll just give him the duchy. I haven't even found the candidate yet. Let's have a look. Looking through that's fucked. Let's find another way. Alright, this guy here has got a lot of children, but he's had 3 daughters. This person here has got an inheritance. Too bad he died. Do any of you have children? Okay, this person here has nothing to inherit. Is heir to the Duchy of Khorasan, Prince of Persia. Okay, well, doesn't matter. If things get untidy, we'll fix it up later down the track. He has the least to inherit, and trying to find a better candidate, I doubt I will find. I'll also want to be your guardian. No. Assign Guardian. Oh, he's probably too young. She's only 2 years old. Okay, cool. So that's done. Let's give that a couple of weeks so that my troops can recover, and then we'll go and hit whatever the next best target is. And we'll just keep conquering India now. Because this is rich territory, and they're against us because they're all in defensive pacts against us, I think. Well, they're not, because they're kind of far away. But once all of this territory is ours, then that's a frontier that we don't have to worry about anymore at all. Apart from if it ever revolts. Which it probably will. Well, I'll have multiple kings out here. So what I could do is probably create kings that have the entire empire. So the Rajasthan Kingdom, I can't even read that, and the Bengal Empire. Which will, just be kingdoms. The main thing, though, is I hope they don't actually create the empire titles, which I don't think they can create it while they're a vassal. What's going on over here? Why is this... Ah, you motherfucker. You're not supposed to have that. So, the Duke of Terra... You're not supposed to have that. Well, I'll leave it for the time being, but that'll need to be returned to them eventually. Because right now we need Middle Francia's support in dealing with this. So obviously retracting that vassal will piss them off. It's also getting to the point where trying to manipulate everything is going to be a nightmare anyway. Alright, we look militarily, 82,000 out of 86,000. Okay, so if we look at Aquitaine, they've got 14,000 troops to offer us. We didn't even need half the troops that we brought in last time, so we should be fine. Alright, next place to hit. Let's try these motherfuckers here. 1, 2, 3 regions. I don't know if that's the whole province though, but it's his entire kingdom. So why not? What have you got for me? He's got no levies yet. But that's okay. That was to be expected. Actually, land down here. Because when these guys here take this, they'll move down here. Okay, 14,000 troops, and they'd already taken attrition, so might as well make the attack. See, just like I said, they'll be down here before they even reach here. So yeah, all of Rajasthan will be handed over to him. They'll make him a very powerful lord. You know, a very powerful lord amongst very powerful lords. As long as we keep them all under control, which I'm pretty good at doing, I think. Should be fine. I mean, the main thing is, if they're French and Karling, they get an affinity with us. That's the main thing. What? We're not done? We conquered all their territory. Alright, fuck. Where's their other regions? Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Oh, I probably should have looked into that. We're gonna have to... oh, shit. We have to cross all the way over there to get there. Fuck me. Alright, well... we're already at 78%, they might surrender. But we're gonna have to start making our way over. And the big problem with that is, of course, attrition. So what do I inherit here? Hand that over to Aquitaine. So maybe I should have handed it over to him, but it doesn't matter. So this is really gonna suck. I really should have looked into that. Actually, you stay here. I want you to protect this area, because there's no point us sending everyone over here and then this just gets retaken. 13% attrition. Give me a break. He's not taking any attrition, at least. I guess in the meantime, let's just wreck everyone we can around here. So this was maybe a mistake to have come here. Because I thought it would just be this region here. Maybe, I guess we'll see. It's going to cost us a lot more than we thought. They're almost there though, so we should be okay. So we're 82%, that's good. Oh good, it must have converted. It's about fucking time. So you can now resume your duties over here, and let's deal with this. Because if we just leave it, what is that? 61%, and the longer we leave it there, the longer it's going to just take to recover. So yeah, let's just keep going with this. I think we've got this war under control, because I think if we capture one more province, that'll give us enough war score to at least force them to surrender. Well, at least that hopefully they'll surrender. 15% attrition, though, we really need to hurry. They should surrender soon. Because we're going to get worn out, that's the problem. There we go. So, wasn't a mistake, but that could have been easier. Yeah, I'm not sending them back. It'd be quicker for them to just recover. If we just wait a few weeks. But overall, this is going really well, because we're capturing some... what would have been very difficult to conquer territory, just because of how the time would have taken my guys to get here. I probably actually should have been a little bit more suspicious of the fact that we were attacking a king, which what I thought was having 3 regions. So... but that's okay. Now, where do we go next? So, what about Chwanda? Let's have a look at this motherfucker. So, we can't... oh yeah, we've got vassals. Raise troops. The Raj of... hang on, what about this kingdom here? Still can't usurp that yet. Alright, Maybe let's build some more stuff in these regions. I don't think I'm guarding my son. I should have done that. He hasn't got any good traits. Hasn't got any bad traits either though, so that's okay. I just forgot about it. We're too busy conquering. And look, as long as we don't end up with a complete fucking idiot as a king, we should be okay. So you're known as the Kind now, are you? Can't let them stay there. They'll wreck my shit. So from here now we can levy nearly 1,000 troops. That's not too bad. Every time we conquer new regions, we'll keep getting bigger and bigger. So what's the problem here? Is it just the culture penalty? Different culture group. They're Dutch. Okay, it should convert eventually. We should definitely wait for that to increase a little bit more before we attack someone else. So this kid here is not going to be a very good king. Okay, 80,000 should be sufficient. However, we're right on the edge of an hour and a half, so I'll end the episode here. So, situation is looking great. I mean, we've conquered a little bit of territory over here, but, God, the Empire of France extends, just, at the very least, the widest empire in history, at this point in time, of course. But, anyway, that's the end of this episode, guys, so like and subscribe. Part 18 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.